Okay, I was just talking to myself like a crazy person about how I don't like how um, you know, like for what is it, triads and everything in music, like on the piano, it's like oh, like a every mode of like the major scale or something has a set of seven diatonic triads. Is that what it's called? What is it? I think it's diatonic triads, right? They call it like diatonic or whatever. Yeah, diatonic. Why is it called diatonic? I don't like that. Specific set of tones. Well, it's so stupid because like diatonic specifically refers to a scale with seven notes. So why isn't septatonic? Why can't we use that? This is what I hate about music and music theory is that it's so unorganized. It's a fucking mess. Like nothing is logical. And
It's 0:45.
shut up, computer. And it just doesn't. I don't understand it. It's like, oh, but it comes from this concept and that concept. It's like, but it's all over the place. We need to unify it, right? And I know I understand the danger of like unifying, having a new standard for things because another standard will come out. It's like, okay, well then fine, that happens with programming all of the time. And I feel like programming is so much more organized than music theory is. You know, even like mathematics, like fucking shit, man. Like I don't know. I'm not an expert on math. I can do math, but I don't know everything about it. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. So it's kind of hard to see, and you can see my dirty dishes. But like, okay, so you have like triads, which is like or whatever. Can you see? Right. So you have this. It's like I'll do it down here. Those all have names, right? Where it's like C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A major, B diminished, back to C major again. Okay, uh, let's completely skip the fact that like why are they called major minor? It's like stupid, And then you have diminished. It's like I don't know. It should have like better names or something. I don't know because the names itself they imply too much meaning, right? Where it's just like that's a major chord. It's like okay, well, why is it called a major chord? What is this? What is the significance of the word major? And 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 there could be like reasons for it in word roots and whatever the hell. Like I just searched up diatonic, and apparently that's Greek, but which well, duh. Like a lot of our languages, like from Greek and Latin and whatever the fuck. Um, I don't know, but it's like it's just I don't know. It's I'd rather call it like a species of chord or something where it's like alpha beta like something where it's like you just take the emotional valence out of it. That's what I don't like about it. It's something like that, and it just implies like, well, why is this like why is that called diminished? Diminished from what? Why? And yeah, I get it where it's like you're like diminishing the notes from a major chord, right? So if you do this, so you have C, E, G, and then you lower the E to E flat, right? Then you have minor, and then you lower the G to G flat, then you have diminished, right? So it's like you're shrinking the chord. Okay, cool. But that implies that like a diminished chord is related to a major chord somehow. And yes, everything on the fucking keyboard is related. Yes, I get it. Everything in music is related. Sure. Where every single note, it's all 12 notes. But like, okay, well, this camera's doing some weird cutout stuff in my face. I'm a pretty good looking person. It's kind of nice. I just wish I was taller. Um, anyway, um, But I guess I should count my blessings then. I don't look that good from all angles. You know, hair's going away. Whatever. Um, it's annoying that it's like, okay, you have major, diminished. Okay, like diminishing from something. It's a diminished version of something. You know that, but that implies that like there is a normal state to a chord, right? And typically, I think that the viewpoint is, yeah, the normal state of a chord is like major triad, right? And everything else is like a that's the most resolute, most calm, most centered sounding chord there is, right? And I think, yes, we kind of do see it that way. Like, at least if you're a musician, like, you just hear this. And that sounds like complete. It sounds normal. It sounds done, right? Okay. There's the psychological phenomenon of that. The psychological phenomenon, the psychosomatic phenomenon. Sure. But, like, why can't our organizational system, the theory, the way we talk about it, the terminology, why can't it be like just agnostic from that? Like, remove or get away from that. I understand that that is how we perceive it. Yes. But like, why, like, it's because it's arbitrary. That's what I don't like. It's centered around how humans perceive it, sure. But like, you know, if like, you know, everything about music has to be centered around this major chord, which it seems to be like everything is kind of like that, right? At least in like Western music theory. I don't know that much about like Indian music, for example, like from India and stuff like that. And there's different stuff and there's different tones and all that kind of shit. But like, you know, if you just have this kind of thing where it's like everything resolves back to that, but then it's like, why does this sound cool then? Where it's like, and then you have situations where it's like you can even have like a chord that sounds resolved, and it's not a major chord. It would be like a Lydian. So it's like what is this? And like, I didn't. Well, did I play? Yeah, I did. Maybe your mind fills in the major third there, but I didn't play a major third. I played an E chord. I played an E and a fifth from the E, which is what? That's a B, and then I played a B flat, or it would be A sharp in this case, and harmonic tones. So stupid, so fucking dumb. It should just have one name, you know. Like, instead of, you know, C, C sharp D, D sharp E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A sharp B, C. Like, why not just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L? Why? Why not? Why not? I don't like it. It's stupid. And like, just make it more logical. If you want to be fancy, you know, use like Greek letters or something, or just use like numbers, you know, and because the numbers, you know, it makes it easier to translate it into math, and you can do mathematical transformations on what you're doing, right? Because it's organized. It's easy. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back to 1 again. Or 0. If you want to do 0, start at 0, start at 1. Maybe 0 can represent silence. I don't know. And this must be like, you know, I don't know how you would think about it if you were programming like MIDI or something, or programming some sort of digital aspect of music, or a digital thing. And maybe that is how like MIDI works. I don't I've touched a little bit upon MIDI in my studies of this shit. I was a software engineer for like 4 or 5 years, so like I like know code and some shit, and I wasn't really that good. Um, but like, I don't know. It's just, it's annoying because like if you think about it like, you know, a bunch of numbers, where it's like, you know, instead of like C, E, G, right, which implies that like And also with the sharps and flats thing, with like all the black keys, all the names of the black keys, right, are just like, you know, it's variations of white key names, right? And don't talk to me about like it was racist or something. It's stupid, fucking dumb. People are crazy saying that shit nowadays. But like, you know, that's all like C D E F G A B, right? If you start on C, you can even start on A. A B C D E F G H A B C D E F G, right? It's all there. But then you do, you know, and that, you know, B flat or A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp. So there's just 5 notes or whatever that have different names. Okay, but they're all variations or sounding off of white key names, right? You don't like this note, C sharp or D flat. It doesn't have it appears to not have its own name because it's based off of the name of, you know, D or C. Sorry, I was just looking at some weird thing in my toolbar, but I realized it was this Mac thing that I installed to customize the appearance on my computer. Anyway, I'm gonna quit that. I don't know if I'm gonna use that. Maybe that's a security vulnerability. People know that I use that. Fuck. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like it because it's like, okay, C sharp or D flat. Okay, why is this related to D or C? Is it? You know, and you could say, well, yeah, because it's one note above C and one note below D, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It means fucking nothing. It means fucking nothing. Shit's covering my eyes. It's just straight up like, you know, like okay, well, C is one note above B. So you can also call C B sharp, which happens sometimes, right? And you could call B C flat. I think that happens sometimes too. Actually, I think B sharp is like C flat is the thing, but I don't know if B sharp is like in the common like key signatures. Maybe in some cases, sure. And like conceptually, you understand it, right? But like it's not related. Like C is not related to B. The only thing that makes it related to B is that it's a musical note. Like, you know, it's who cares? Who gives a shit, right? You know, it's like, well, like is G or is A, right, rather, sorry, related to B because it's 2 notes below it? No, it's not. And if you want to think about like, you know, like hotspot zones or something, some sort of like conceptual idea where it's like, I don't know, if, like a linear kind of moving away from it, right? Up or down, like a scaling value. Like, yeah, sure. Like C is closer to B than D is. Maybe that has some sort of effect, right? But like, it doesn't mean like, you know, we should consider C some sort of like child of B. And I think, you know what I mean? And I think there might be, because of the namings of the black keys, because of the names of the black keys, they're not the band. There is, I think, a potential for confusion to say that like, oh, well, these are like some sort of special set of keys. And I remember thinking this when I was younger, you know, when I was learning music, and maybe this is just how my weird fucking brain works. Maybe I'm like autistic or something, but like, I don't know, maybe I am. But I remember thinking like, oh, the black keys are kind of scary, you know, they're weird, they're different, you know, and like oh, F sharp, that sounds really complicated versus just F, normal F. Like, okay, well, F sharp, like, whoa, that's like a special case. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not a special case. It is literally like, it's F major, 1 semitone up. It's the same thing. It's G major, 1 semitone down. But it's not, but you see, like, the problem of how I'm describing it. Like, visually, yeah, like, you can think of it like that on the piano, right? Where you just like F major, right? And then you just raise the thing. And that's F sharp major or G flat major. Conceptually, yeah, you can think about it like that, but you should think of it as its own thing on its own, right? It's not like, well, F sharp major is like, just F sharp. It's just F major, but semitone up. It's like, no, it's just F major, F sharp major. It's just that, right? But I think there could be a tendency with these stupid sharps and flats things, this concept, to like think of those keys or those notes as like kind of special, but they're not special at all. Like you could think of sharping and flatting as its own separate concept, where you just take a note and lower it or raise it by one note. I didn't even like the word semitone. Get the fuck out of here. Why? Like you just raise it to the note that's below it or above it, not raise up or down by a semitone. Like it's not a semitone. It's a full fucking tone. And like I know the whole thing where it's like a whole tone, half tone, semitone, tone. And like a tone would be C to D, D to C, right?
It's 1 hour.
This stupid MacBook is doing this. I think I could turn that off, but honestly, it's kind of funny. I kind of like it there. Just because it's funny. Stupid Apple. But, yeah, it's like this whole, what is it? This whole thing where it's like, okay, C to D. You're moving by a tone or a whole note, right? Depending if you're Britain or USA. But that is considering it within the context of a scale, right? And it's not necessarily in the context of a scale. What if you're just doing this? And you could say like, well, you're in the key of C. It's like, are you? How do you know? You think that I am? Why? What if I'm in the key of D? What if I'm in D minor? D minor is flat 7. And there's another problem too, is that it's these relative naming things. And it's all like, oh, like a minor key is like, it's just a species of a major key. It's a type of major key where you just modify it. It's like, no, it's not. It's its own thing. It's its own fucking category, right? And if you have to think of it as like, well, you just take a major key and you flatten the third and you flatten the 7. It's like, okay. Flat the 6, right? Because natural 6 is Dorian. Once again, that is the problem. Like, what do you mean it's a natural 6? Compared to a major key, compared to Ionian, but why does everything have to be compared to Ionian? What I want is like some sort of notation, right? And I'm sure this exists. This has to. Like scientific notation or something. Scientific pitch notation. Sorry, not the mathematical concept. But some sort of notation or a way of talking about it that's like, okay, it's its own thing on its own, right? And I guess you could say like, whole half, like that kind of thing. But then I don't like whole half. It's like, it should be like 2-2-1 2-2-2-1, not whole half for like a major scale, right? Where it's like you start on any note and you do a whole note, half, whole, half, right? To finish it, right? So it's really whole, half, whole. But it should be whole. It should be like 2-2-1 2-2-2 2-2-2-2. I think that's better, at the very least, to say like, okay, like this, it's agnostic from any of this stupid fucking concept of like, what everything has to relate to the major scale. It's like, why did we choose this as the core of music? I get it, because it sounds like it is. It really does. And people could say all this shit like, well, that's like, because of like conditioning and like Western society and culture. Shut up, shut the fuck up. I read this whole book like years ago where it's like people are like, oh well, the reason why we like the major scale is because we hear it all the time, and it's like, no, why? Why would that work? You know, like maybe partly, maybe half, you know, but not in the whole, right? You know, at least half or what? It could be okay. Maybe it's like 90%. I don't fucking know, but there's no way that it's the whole thing because if you know anything about like DNA and like psychology and shit, humans come with instructions, man. I mean, there's like this whole thing where like young, like babies who are come fresh right out of the womb, you know, within like an hour. They do this experiment, or they did this experiment where they hold up like a doll or like an object or something, and and they hold it up to the baby's face, and male babies will look at the doll or the object more. Female babies will look at the person's face who's holding it. Isn't that crazy? And I don't know if it's like all of them. I'm sure there's a gradient or gradation, whatever the fuck, whatever the correct term is. Some there's outliers and everything, and of course how long you would look at the face, and I'm sure there's babies that look at both, whatever. But it's like, it's people who, like the male babies generally would look at the thing being held up more, you know, than fuck. Can you see my wallet or fuck? You can't see any personal information sticking out, right? Shit. I want to die. I want you to stalk me and kill me. But yeah, it has. Humans come with these kind of like instructions. We're not all like these like socially, culturally conditioned beings. You know, which is to say that if we were, like, you could put a human in a fucking herd of dolphins, and then they would swim like a fucking dolphin. No, man. Like they're gonna want to do human things. It's only gonna go so far. It's like the whole thing where like, oh, you're raised by wolves, you act like a wolf. It's like you're still gonna act like a human in certain cases. You just will, you know, because it's like the wiring is there, and it's not unique to humans too. Where it's like you have like ducks and birds, where if you're not careful, if those things hatch around you, the first thing they see, they imprint as that's the mother. That is my mother. And they'll fucking follow you around everywhere because they think you're the mother. That's bad, man. You know, so, but that's like a wiring thing. Yo, what's up, man? Fishy plug. I'm here ranting. Oh, cool. My chat thing works. Awesome. Fuck yeah. You can see it. It's showing up on in the corner there. Hell yeah. What's up, man? I'm like ranting so much about how music theory sucks. I'm like ranting like crazy. Um, but yeah, like humans come with wiring. Organisms come with wiring. They have instincts. So music theory is kind of like the way we sort of like think about music, right? So if you're a composer, if you're a musician, right? You don't just like, well, you can just do this. You know, you can sort of just like sit down at the piano and like just play stuff and kind of figure out stuff and play whatever sounds good. But you can also think about it logically, right? So you probably heard like do re mi fa sol la ti do, like that whole thing, like, you know, like a music scale. Like everyone's heard that one. That's really common. Um, so that's like music theory. It's sort of like, okay, well, you can listen to music, but then like what are like the elements that make up music? Why? Yeah, yeah, it's like super common. And you say like, well, why does music sound good or something, or like what makes certain things sound good, or like even if you don't think something sounds good, you can take some music and you can sort of like break it down, and you can say like, okay, well, why? What are the components of that, right? You can do something like this. It's kind of quiet. I hope you can hear the piano's like over here, but maybe I can. What the fuck? Emma for some blow, dude. I don't have any. I've never tried that. I can't even. Can I even talk about that? I don't have the drug warning on this stream, bro. Don't get me banned. Duh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I don't endorse breaking the law. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep talking about music theory. So anyway, yeah, that would be like, you take that kind of shit and you like. It's like, well, how do you? What makes that up? What is that, right? And you could say, well, it's the notes C, E, G, B, and then you can say, okay, well, it's part of a scale, like a C major scale. But instead of playing all the notes, you just play some of them, right? So you take out this note, you take out that note, and that one, and you just play this. And then you can play all of them at the same time. What? Are you referring to marijuana as blow? No, cocaine is blow. What? Has the slang changed? Am I fucking old? Dude, blow is cocaine. You guys don't know what that is? Blow is fucking cocaine. Blow is not weed. What? There is no medical coke. Get the fuck out of here. You're distracting me. I'm talking about weed. I have a medical card. Get out of here. I've got gullibles written on the ceiling. Medical cocaine. The medical use as an anesthetic for ENTs. What? Cocaine hydrochloride. Holy shit. Local anesthetic, vasoconstrictor. Yeah, that makes sense. That is insane. That's fucking crazy. You guys are crazy. This is cool. I like how you can fucking see the chat. I should do this. I should do like lectures like this, and you can see the chat. And I should talk about shit because I want to fucking. I want to educate the world on some stuff, my guy. But anyway, music theory is really stupid because it's like they have this concept where it's like you have like a C note. That note is called C, right? Just the letter C. Then you do this note. Now that's C sharp. So it's like it sounds a little bit higher, right? What? Like after a minute? How do I do that? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that worked. But I like it so people can see the chat lock, but whatever. Let's just keep it like that because it makes the room look really happening, you know what I mean? There's shit going on, people here. Anyway, but yeah, this note is called C, and this note is called C sharp, and then it's like, why is that called C sharp? That doesn't make any sense, because this note is like a little bit higher than C, but it's like, who cares? Who cares that it is? Why not just call it like D? And you have like all that shit. You could just call it like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. But no, we have this really stupid thing. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. Stupid. I don't know. Now that you guys are here, I feel like I shouldn't talk about this. I was just sort of like talking to myself. But, I don't know. Can I play a song? Yeah. Let me Let me play guitar. Here's my guitar. I got this strap in Thailand. It's leather. My favorite song. Yo, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Hell yeah. You're awesome. I got the follow. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to make this my thing. I'm trying to just make fucking internet content and make money. Here's a guitar pick I use. They're really thick and they're like pointy. Anyway. Yeah, it used to be YouTube, and I really liked YouTube. I loved it, but now TikTok is the thing, and I waited way too long to make stuff for YouTube. I was like, I have to make like the perfect videos, and you have to be like talented first, and it was so stupid of me. I really wish I enjoyed YouTube in its heyday, but yeah, I've been on TikTok too.
It's 1:15.
Sorry, it's my computer. Stupid computer. I'm on TikTok now too. I'm just like, oh yeah, interesting. I'm doing wow, my stream looks like really cool. I like how what is it? It looks cool, like the arrangement of the chat and shit. It's awesome. Sorry, I'm taking screenshots because I'm dumb and silly. Yeah, I could. I also just do like piano improv and guitar improv. No, who's that? Yeah, I've been like just kind of like I'll just put the camera on and just like play some random shit on the piano or guitar, and I'll just upload it like immediately on TikTok. Um, like just improvisation, and surprisingly, the stuff hasn't been like that bad, and I've been getting like some views. He's a singer, plays guitar. Why is he like Zach Bryan, and he's on TikTok? What? He was born in Japan? That's crazy. I lived in Japan for 6 months, and I that's cool. Sorry, I obsessively take screenshots of things. So on YouTube, yeah, I really wanted to just like upload shit on YouTube all the time, but I wanted to be like, no, I need to make like the perfect videos, and I just didn't do anything. I did like some. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got them pulled up. Maybe I'll check them out in a bit. But that's cool. Yeah, I lived in Japan for like 6 months. I speak a little Japanese. 日本語を話せます。少し。こんばんは。私の名前はサムです。よろしくお願いします。I'm a fucking nerd. Um, but yeah, I'm so pissed at myself. I missed like that whole wave because I was just like so afraid of being judged, and uh that was really fun. And now like things are like way too short form now, and like a lot. I mean, I like it, but I don't. I do like the days of YouTube where it's like you just pull up like a nice like 8-minute video and just kind of like chill, watch something fun. But and even that, like people were like, this is so short. Like people's attention spans are getting rotted, and it's like, I don't know. Now we have like a minute. minute long videos or even less, and it's just crazy. But yeah, I really wish it. I mean, I could still do it now, but I don't know. It's just in terms of like popularity. It's like, and yeah, people make YouTube videos now too, still all the time. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I'm just so sorry. I'm like just keep taking screenshots because I like my little stream layout. I'm happy that people are talking, so this is cool. Thanks for stopping by. This is fun. But yeah, I just miss it because I was younger too, and like oh yeah, like I would have minded doing that kind of stuff, but I was like, I had this really stupid attitude of like, well, I have to make like a lot of money first, and then I'm just gonna like retire early in my life, and then I'm just gonna spend like all day like making content, like making art and stuff like that. But like, stupid me just thought like, oh, YouTube's gonna be around forever and everything's gonna be the same, and it's like no. And like TikTok is like this big fucking thing, and like everything's trying to become like TikTok with shorts and like short form videos. That's changing everything, and so stupid. There are so many YouTubers that I liked, and ugh, I don't know. You could spend all day looking back at the past, and Lord knows I do that enough. But I don't know. I just yeah, it's just like regrets. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Oh, are they doing short form on Twitch now too? Weird fucking faces. Um, yeah, I had like no confidence in myself too. Like during like the heyday of YouTube, like no confidence at all. And I didn't realize like you really just have to like it doesn't matter if your videos suck. Like you just have to just keep making stuff and keep posting it. Like you just have to like just do it. And I was like so fucking terrified of doing that. I was like, no, I cannot make a single thing that sucks. I can't. That's really bad. Like it's like being afraid to be cringe, but it's like you can't be afraid to be cringe. You have to just be cringe, or like you have to just like do stuff, and like what you think might be cringe might not be cringe. This is like I don't know 2020 verbiage. I don't know if people talk like this anymore, but seriously, you just have to do stuff and like not be afraid to be that way at all. And like if it is cringe, okay, just like make another thing and make it better. Like that's it. But I didn't know that. I thought like, well, everything has to come out perfectly the first time. It's like, nope, absolutely not. Yeah, and like, dude, you can like look at Mr. Beast's like earlier stuff. I don't really like Mr. Beast. I don't really like that kind of content, but like his early stuff is like so clearly very much not as professional as it is now. And like I still don't like that kind of aesthetic that he has. I'm not into it, but like still, it's like it's obvious like he's much better at what he does now. And back then, he just had these like fucking shitty little streams, like this like 15-year-old kid, whatever the hell. And like the real thing is like you have to just like go, and you can't be like, well, I have to like figure out how to do this stuff first. It's like no, you figure it as you go, which is exactly what Mr. Beast did. Like I sketch. Who is that? YouTuber. He is well known for his what? He's young. Oh no, he's like 25. Roblox. Yeah, That's another thing too, is that I didn't want to do like gaming content. What's up, brother? Yeah. I don't know who that is. I'm like, I kind of what is it? I stopped looking at like internet stuff in 2023, like early 2023, because like I quit my job, and I was just like trying to make like music and shit, and, like stream, and then I traveled to Japan in like March, just on a whim. I just went, and I loved it there, and so I moved there for like 6 months. So and I traveled. I went to like Australia for 2 weeks as well, like in between, and then I went to Thailand for a month too. So I spent like the whole year like traveling last year. Most of it. I went to Greece, and then this January I went to an art school in California. So I, like this whole time I've been like I can't sit there and watch like internet stuff. I can't do it because I spent like my whole life doing that. I have to like live life and like make stuff. So I've been like trying not to like do that stuff. So the last thing that I was like into when I was like really watching a lot of online content in like 2022 or so was like VTubers. And I don't know, I think they've kind of fallen off. Um, but I like I like VTubers a little bit too much. And what is it? Because I was like also studying Japanese, and I was trying to make anime and like learn how to draw that kind of style. So I was kind of into it. I would watch them, um, like all the clips and shit. What is this?
What's up, brother?
No, no.
Someone followed me on Instagram 2 days ago. Guess who? I'll
Who?
give you a couple guesses.
Who?
I'll give you a couple guesses here.
I'm not guessing, bro. Who followed you on Instagram 2 days ago?
I don't know. You know a girl named Becky Hill?
Who is that? Mareki, yeah. Oh, she's pretty hot. Of course she's got an OnlyFans. Of course she does. Dude. She's so hot. Oh my god. I hope she's over. Oh, she's got an OnlyFans. She's over 18. Okay, I can say that. Okay. I would utterly destroy that shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's 21. She's a lot younger than me. I'm fucking old. Oh my gosh. But oh really? Oh, that's funny. That's ridiculous. He's clearly got like autism or something. No hate at all, but that's funny. Um, yeah, man. I loved like all those internet personalities and shit, and I wanted to like be one. I still want to. That's why I'm doing this. But like, I wanted to be one of those people like in my 20s and shit. I'm old. I'm 31. Like full transparency. I'm kind of old now, but like, so it's a bit like past my time. You know what I mean? But yeah, and yeah, there's people my age like still doing this and like whatever the fuck. Like PewDiePie is probably what like 37, old as fuck. Um, Seems like other people, but like I don't know. Like I wanted to like kind of like blow up and be like a stupid like personality like that too, and just entertain and have fun. I always wanted to do that, but I was like, what if I fail? So I did like I was a software engineer for like 4 years. I did coding and shit. Yeah, I'm 31. I hope that's not like, oh no, I can't watch this guy anymore. But whatever, you do you. But yeah, um, I've like tried to do this like kind of like half-assed like every once in a while. That's not. It's pretty bad. 'Cause I think it's fucking old. But I don't look. Oh, dude, I wish I was your age. Like, holy shit. I know everyone fucking says that probably, but like, dude, like you could do so much shit, dude. Like, my advice to you is if you need any advice, if you want any, is like whatever like dream you have, if you want to do like internet content, whatever the fuck, or like do something rocket scientist, like literally just drop everything and go do it. Like if you have to like fucking sleep on someone's couch and like live in their basement and eat like fucking like graham crackers and stale water, then do it. Like don't worry about like doing like don't I don't know, don't like hurt yourself or whatever the fuck, or get involved in sketchy people and get killed. but like just do whatever you can to make your dreams happen, because it's not forever, and you get old. And like once you get like 30, and this sounds really depressing, but like once you hit 30, like I know, I know, it's true. And like I know myself so much better now than I ever did in my 20s. And like I've resolved like so much stuff in my life, it's so much clearer like what I want to do, which is like stuff like this. I want to like stream, I want to make content, I want to make art. I really like the internet. I love it, and I just want to like do stuff on it all day. Um, but my big mistake was thinking that I have to like prepare to do that. And it's like no, like it's like I'm like literally like 26, like sitting there, like I got my first coding job at that time, and I'm like I'm just gonna get really good at coding and make a lot of money, and then once I hit like 30, I'm gonna quit and like do this all day. And then I did. I'm like, why didn't I just do this at 21? Like what the fuck's wrong with me? You know, um, it was so stupid. Um, so I don't know. So yeah, absolutely. I have to enjoy the moment, because you always have to, because the moment just goes away. It's kind of all you have, and then you die. So, but I just wish I wasn't so like scared of trying things in my 20s, which is so stupid, because I was never like that in my whole life. I would just try whatever the fuck.
It's
But
1:30.
I know it's so stupid. And I remember that like in my 20s too. I was like, I can't wait to be 30, because girls are gonna like me more. Because there's that whole thing that people say like, oh, girls like older men, they like older guys, and like I think that's like kind of true, but like not really. Really, they just like guys that like are kind of like fit and like look good. It's kind of it. And if you're like chill, and if you're doing what you want to do with life, you're just doing what you want, and you just like go up to girls that you like, and you're honest, and like you're not like disgusting and dirty and fat, and like if you're like kind of fit, girls will like you. Yeah, but like not even like if like at your age, girls they don't fucking care about money. They don't give a shit. Like if you're like on a good path, yeah, sure. But like you don't have to be like, well, I need to be financially stable. It's like you're fucking 21. It depends what country you're in. In the U.S., girls they don't fucking care. At your age, I don't think. But like in turn, like if you want to like date, get a girlfriend, whatever the fuck. Yeah, they want you to be working towards that. Yes, and if you have that, that's even better. They'll be like, oh, you're like rich or whatever, or completely like stable already. Fuck yeah, sign me up. Like it's a check mark in your court. It's a good thing. But like if you're in like Japan or like Asia at like 21, like it's a bit like they expect more of you. I think you have to be a bit like more mature. I guess I don't know, but because a lot of people they get married by like 25. Yeah, and like I wish I just like understood that. Yeah, but even then, like girls, they just like you for your money. Like they do like your status, and if you have like good character, like if you're like a truly good dude, like you can be like fucking ugly as fuck, but if you're like, you know, a pillar of your community, people are gonna like you. And if you're like, comfortable with your sexuality too, girls like that more. Where you're not like, hey, I like your ass, you look good. I don't know. You're okay with it. You're not like feeling shame all the time. Like girls don't like that. They like guys who are like they go for what they want, like that kind of thing, because it's you're sure of yourself, and that's a good thing. And you get that when like you just like you're good at things, I guess. And like if you just realize one thing, like you could die a second from now. You could die a second from now. If you realize that, then that helps give you the confidence that you need to like go for girls, because you're like, there is no point in me sitting here and being like, but I don't feel confident in this. No. And if you also want to help with that too, like where it's like if it's hard to get out of your head, you gotta work out. It helps too. And I'm one to talk because I'm not like fucking skinny ass arms, dude. Oh, is that flab? Gross. No. Ew, yes it is. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, I gotta work out a lot more. Fuck me. gross. That's on camera now. Rip. But that's now I really got to do it. Yeah, but yeah, from what like I've tried fucking everything with girls, dude. Like fucking everything. Like, and I purposely was like, I'm not gonna work out because I'm gonna see like if I can like if it really matters. And it's like, yeah, it fucking matters. And like height matters for sure. It does. It just does. But like, I've had like very like surprisingly like pretty girls into me. Even like I'm not that tall, right? I'm good looking. Like I have a nice looking face, and I look like a fucking mess right now. But like, um, yeah. So use that to your advantage, dude. I'm lucky motherfucker. Like, I wish I was like tall and shit, because I feel like I would just get so much ass. I would have gotten so much ass growing up, so much. I would have been fucking swimming in it. But yeah, like you still get like very pretty girls, I think, who like give you like green flags and shit, even if you're not that tall, because a lot of it is like confidence. I guess the other viewer left, the one who had blow. But yeah, like it doesn't like looks matter, yeah, but like I don't know, just but just I don't know. I think the thing that girls like the most is like good physical health, right? And like a general cleanliness, right? Because I think that's part of it's fucking stupid Mac OS feature is coming on. It's dumb. When you do like a thumbs up and it does like a little fucking thumbs icon. I think it's kind of funny, so I left it on, but I don't know. But yeah, girls like, and everyone likes this, but girls like it too. It's like good physical health, and that includes like being physically fit, because that's good physical health. Because if you're not physically fit, you don't have good physical health. You just don't. And that's something where it's like people are like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to be jacked or athletic or something. It's like, no, well, honestly, everybody should be. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons. I don't know if you're American. Maybe that's one of the reasons why America is not doing so well. Is because we sort of have this like incorrect viewpoint. It's like, I don't know. I have some other hang-ups about it too. But yeah, good physical health. You got to be honest. Yeah, everybody does. Everyone likes healthy, good-looking people. Like fucking everybody does. It's just guys that seems to matter more. Because typically like straight dudes, at least, like we're really into like looks. We love female beauty. We love it, and women like male beauty too. Um, like in terms of like straight women. I like just heterosexual stuff, but like, but also at the same time, like, women seem to care a bit more about like who the guy is. Yeah, it's fucking great, but like guys don't necessarily care as much. Like we don't want a girl to be like a total bitch or like a crazy person, or like if she like hates men or something, that sucks. But like we could still find her hot. You know what I mean? So it's like it's more like it's much more about like her physical health and how she looks versus like who she is. And if you're like really honest with yourself, like yeah, that's kind of just true. Not like you don't care at all, but like in terms of like attraction. But and for women, like I don't know, there seems to be we would perish. The human race would cease to exist. We need each other. I really like women though. I like them a lot. They get annoying, sure, but we get annoying. Everyone gets annoying. Um, and what is that? I saw a post on Twitter where it's like it's okay. Like oh, someone wrote this. I don't think they identify as a woman, but they're like it's okay to hate women sometimes. Yeah, I think this person was born a woman, right? That kind of thing. I hope they don't get mad at me. Fuck. I have some iffy viewpoints about all that stuff, but maybe I shouldn't get into that right now. But hope I don't piss you off too, as well. But yeah, someone was just like I think a lot of males a lot of guys like in America like think it's like you have to love women all of the time, and you're very scared of like being pissed off at them because people will say like, well, you're a misogynist, and it's like, no, you're not. It's like sometimes you're just really fucking annoyed, you know. Oh, like when it shows up on screen. Yeah, yeah, because so there is a delay. I think it's like 5 or 10 seconds, and but it shows up. My internet's really fast right now, which is cool. But what is it? So it should like when I see it. Oh yeah, it's like, well, so my it's weird like my video feed, because I have like Streamlabs open right now. It's like what is it? Where is this? It looks like that. um, oh, um, but I see like myself, like the webcam. You know what I mean? Um, and so, but I also have the chat opened up, like it's like a chat window next to the stream that I see. Oh yeah, okay, so you get it. So like I see it instantly, and I'm responding to it instantly, but you might be getting a delay, like a 5 second delay when you're watching it. Yeah, sometimes it's just weird, like it things just like don't work. I think it's very strange. I have a lot of fucking complaints about software and like so many things. Like just I complain about fucking everything. Yeah, yeah, it's just the basic, like the default one. Um, I just tried to do like this. I'm trying to do this whole philosophy now where it's like, don't spend too much time or any like really any time at all on like, oh, but like the UI has to be fancy. You have to have all this fancy graphics. It's like, no, just fucking stream. Like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like, do graphic design, or are you trying to stream so you can like get viewers and make money? Like what? Like, you know what I mean? And do it in the simplest way possible. And if you can still be entertaining without all of that stuff, then you're doing something right. If people give you money and like you're doing it in like the simplest way, then you're doing something right. You know what I mean? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I've had it for years actually. I used to do OBS. I've tried to do this streaming thing like back in like 2020, like when COVID hit. Like fuck, man, that felt like yesterday. Now that's how you know like you're getting old. It really sucks. Like I remember I was in an apartment. I like moved right when COVID hit. So I was like driving around, like moving back and forth, like moving all my stuff, and like nobody was outside. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I used to use Streamlabs to record. If I have a feed like this, I will just record too. But I also just use my phone, um, because iPhone cameras are pretty good. I have a MacBook right now, but yeah, I would stream, because I used to draw a lot. I have like iPad and with Apple Pencil and shit. I had like a nice tablet before, um, but I was like trying to be like an artist, like an online artist, that kind of thing. And so I was sitting in my apartment and I would like stream at my desk in like 2020, and I'd get some viewers sometimes. Oh, dude, I mean, I like my Mac. I have like a powerful Mac, uh, powerful laptop, but like for gaming, sure. But right now I'm just trying to make like I'm not necessarily trying to like game. It would be fun, but like I want to make like art and shit, and I don't know. I really just want like a following, and I want people to like me. I want people to find me entertaining. I want to make friends with like other streamers and like other entertainers and shit, and be part of that. I've always wanted to do that, and yeah, I started using Mac because I did software engineering. So uh, what is it? Let me do this. Um, is it now? Yeah, you can see. Oh, fuck. This is, I was, like, fucking around in ChatGPT before. And, what is it? I was, like, asking it how to do, like, NES code, like, for a Nintendo Entertainment System console in the 80s. And I was like, how do you write, like, a basic thing to, like, just show, like, whatever? And so this is, like, really basic code that shows, like, hello world on the screen or something. Like, just does something, like, really basic. Like, I think just displays a color. Yeah. Software engineer at work. Yeah, I did that, and because I was like, I was so stupid. I was like, oh, well, this will be how I make money. And then at night I'll like stream and like, make videos and like draw and like all that different stuff. And my whole plan was like, I'm just gonna develop myself for my entire 20s and just like work and study. And by the time I'm 30, I'll be like really, really good at drawing, really good at music, and really good at like programming and making video games. That's my computer. It says the time. I'm really good at like making video games and shit. And then I'm just gonna like fucking leave everything and make all this crazy art and like take over the world and all this different shit. And I hit like 29, and I moved to Japan and I started doing that, and I'm like, fuck. I wasted a lot of time, like a lot of time, and I almost like, when I get personal, I don't know. I hope I don't get banned by saying something like this, because it's just how I felt. But like, I literally wanted to kill myself. Like I was in Japan and I was like walking around like Tokyo, and I'm like, what would happen if I threw myself under that bus driving around? Like, would I like die like really quickly? Like I was really like, wow, I like messed up my whole life and it's irreparable. I can't fix it now. And I thought I was like, so, dude, don't. So just don't do it. It's like the way this is how I got over that. Versus I was just like, I was like literally like sobbing, and like I hated everything. I was like pleading with God, like, please send me back in time. Like, I wasted my entire life. I could have just done this shit when I was like 21. This is awful. Yeah, man. And like I was like that for like 2 months. Like, it's just like I was the lowest I've ever been in my whole life. It was awful. And I kind of just like, I would write a lot. I would voice record myself. So I have like voice memos on my computer. It's actually recording this right now. Can I show this? Will it come up? Maybe if I do this. I don't really need to show you, but I guess I can't show you. That's so lame. What is this? That's nothing. Anyway, but yeah, I'll like just turn on like voice memos and I'll record it. Yeah, man, dude. Like where I fucked up was like age like 19, 20, or like age 16, and then my whole life got really derailed, like very, very derailed, unbelievably derailed. And like what really pissed me off is like I had a father who was like there the whole time. He was just watching me like derail, and he said he didn't like do anything about it really. Like you know, he would just kind of like throw his hands up in the air and just walk away. Like, and it's like, dude, I'm like 16. I'm going through a lot of shit. I was going through so much shit when I was like 16. And it's like, I just need like what I needed at the time was like guidance, right? For someone to just like talk to me and be like, do this, that, and the other thing. Like you're fucking up really hard right now. Just don't do that. Do this other stuff instead. But my father was like, well, what do you want me to do? You know, like a dumbass. He's still like this. He's just like this. I don't know. I'm really talking shit about him, but like, and you could say, well, I blame him. It's like, well, I don't know. If you're a teenager, you can sort of blame like your parents because they're sort of responsible for you. Um, like eventually you have to take responsibility for yourself, yeah. But like, it was crazy, man. It was like I was just self-destructing completely. I was just destroying my life systematically. I was like, I am done. I'm ruining my entire life. I'm doing it on purpose. And it was like, I don't know. I think like my dad, maybe he did the same thing when he was a kid. So he's like, he'll be fine. He'll get over it. And it's like, no, that's wrong. Like it's you have to just not do that, you know? But I don't know. That's my own fucking story. But like the way I got over like wanting to do this, because I still think about it. I think of it like this, like, okay, I was like, I wrote about so much about what was bothering me, just like notes, like obsessively every day on my phone, on my computer, constantly writing. I would take videos of myself and I'd talk out loud like I'm doing now. That's why like I feel like I can do this like kind of fluidly because I would do this all the time. Like I'm constantly like talking to myself, which just kind of sounds crazy, but I'll record it. I do voice recordings all the time, and I just record my thoughts. I write a lot, and this helped me like really parse out a lot of stuff, man. Like where it's like, you know, all the shit that was confusing me or like really bothering me or really pissing me off, making me angry, like ways that I felt like I was wronged, stuff like that. I would write it down, and I wouldn't like try to suppress any feeling at all. If I was like, I want to die, I want to die, I would write that and I would say it just fully. I'm like, I want to fucking kill myself. Like I want to do it, you know. Like relax, I'm not going to. But this is just what I would do. Um, and yeah, I would just like think about like stuff that was bothering me and write it down, write it out, say it, stuff like that. And like I don't know. I eventually I reached this point. It was a weird moment where it was very interesting. Like I was in this Japanese apartment and I was like looking back on my life and I was like, oh, I realized like the source of all my misery. Like I realized it and like where like everything really went wrong in my life and why things got so fucked up. And it's related to something that happened when I was like 2 or 3, I think. It's like really early on. And I was just so devastated. So unbelievably devastated. And it's like I felt like I sort of like gave up. I was like, oh well, my life is over. It's done. And I felt like, okay, well, it's over. Everything is done. And not like I let it go, but like almost like it just felt like, you know, there was an ending. I don't know how to explain it. Like I felt like the end of a movie, if that makes sense. Like the movie ended, and I got a bad ending of the movie, right? And I didn't kill myself, you know, but it's like when I realized like this thing that I really wanted that I could have had, and maybe it could have happened if like one different choice was made, and there were so many opportunities to make that choice, and just people were like resisting it in my life and stuff like that. Um, it just felt like, okay, well, I don't have any time to do that anymore. It's over. The opportunity is gone. And I was like so final about it. I was like, my life is done. It's over. And I remember wishing like I wish that I could die, and then I would be reborn, like reincarnated and like and to do it all over again. But that choice would have been different, something like that. Um, and I remember this like weird feeling that I had, where it's almost like I got a message from God, and I don't know if I don't know what you believe. I don't really know what I believe either. Like I was raised like Catholic, but and I sort of like, you know, had like a fear of God and everything growing up. But I remember like really resisting it, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and stuff like that. And so I always like identify it as agnostic, where it's like I feel like there's something, or maybe there's something, but I don't know if there's any like specific religion that's like correct or anything like that. But now I kind of believe there's some sort of thing, and maybe it's more like a new agey kind of thing, where it's like just some sort of force that connects us all. Sorry, I don't want to get all like, I don't want to sound like a religious nut or something, but I don't know. It's just like I've had things happen to me that I can't really explain, and or that like that don't seem like that logical, like that they seem like, you know, and like I feel like I can make logical explanations for them, but I don't know. It seems like maybe there's someone or something kind of like watching over us or something. That's sort of the feeling that I have. Maybe it just makes me feel better. I don't know. Hit my guitar. Anyway, but I remember it's literally like I had this message from God or something, where it was like, this is what I thought. It's like this just what I thought in my head. Maybe that's all it was, or I'm just have a really overactive imagination, or a good one. I was at the pit of all of my despair, where I just felt like my life got so destroyed and so awful. Maybe you will, maybe. I wouldn't necessarily wait for it, but I just felt I felt so low. I felt so low. I felt like I was at the pit of all of my despair, the lowest I could ever be, and it was just like, you know, okay, my life is over. I got the bad ending and I failed. I worked so hard and I didn't get what I wanted, and that's it. And it's like I was like crying and sobbing, crying, 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 and just like so like, holy shit, this is the worst fucking thing ever. Like it's like literally felt like I was about to die. It felt like it was gonna happen. And I remember like feeling like it's like I got so exhausted. I was like done. It's like I couldn't put energy into it anymore. And it's like I had this thought where it was like, you will die, but you'll get everything you want. You will die, but you will get everything you want. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up the next day and I still felt shitty. But I think I started feeling better. And it was just like, it's things started to kind of go up a little bit from there. I started like going out again, and because I was like in Japan at the time, so I was really isolated. I didn't know anybody there. I had one friend, and one person that went to college with one of my other friends who lived there. But I didn't think I had started hanging out with him yet. I was trying to like find girls to date like through Hinge and shit, but I couldn't find anybody really. Found one or two people, but didn't really go anywhere. But yeah, I started going out. I started like getting out of my apartment again and walking around, doing all that shit. And I remember like I was just like, I have to like push myself to like do this and like do well. And because I think I like there was part of me that just sort of thought like things would happen to me, right? Where I was like waiting for things. I was waiting, and I was like, I want this life, and like I felt like someone is listening, God or something, and if I just want it bad enough, I'll get it. And like I was working towards it. I was trying. I was, but I felt like, well, I have to like sort of, I can't like work too hard towards it. I have to like let it happen. And that's wrong. I don't think that's wrong. That's correct. I think like you have to do what you need to do to make it happen, and that could be a lot of work. But I don't know. Things started getting better. I remember like, and then I started dating a girl right at the end of that, and we dated for like a month, and then I ended up acting like fucking horrible towards her, and that was a whole fucking thing. And she was like, I can't see you anymore, and she was completely justified. I think. I don't know. That was nuts. But that's another thing too. I'm a bit of a crazy person when it comes to romance. It's not very good. I've worked on it a lot, so gotten a lot better with it. I just like I suck at like interpersonal interaction, and there's just a whole host of reasons for it that I think I just had to really suffer through like a lot of the worst of it to really figure that out, like attachment issues and stuff like that, and, like an inability to love or like a real resistance to it. Anyway, that's the whole thing. So if that girl is listening, then I'm really sorry for being fucking insane, because I was. I don't know. I thought I was like in love with her. Anyway, this whole crazy thing. Maybe I was. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting like a weird. I'm getting going on like a weird tangent now, but yeah. Sorry, I'm like going on and on. So you're probably like, fuck this, but yeah. But yeah, man, dude, thanks so much for the follow. Um, yeah, maybe I need to take a break and like think about some shit. Maybe go get some food or something. But yeah, man, thanks a lot for sticking around. It's a funny stream because I started just talking about music theory, and then we're talking about how to not kill yourself. But yeah, dude. But I don't know if I can leave you with one last thing. Um,
It's 2 hours.
if you're thinking about this stuff, here's the thing: you're going to die one day anyway. You're gonna die one day anyway, unless like AI comes in and invents immortality and we figure it out. Like you're gonna die, probably. So, what I would do is you could say, well, why end it early? And if you're like pissed off about circumstances, if you feel like the universe dealt you a bad hand, what you can do is say, fuck you, universe. You suck ass. I am going to piss you off every fucking day because you're a dick. And I'm going to enjoy it. And the way you do that is like you grab the fucking universe by its stupid skinny fucking neck and you wring what you want out of it. And you make it your bitch. That's how you win. That's basically how I felt good this entire time. You don't have to like deny that you feel sad. Like I feel like shit, dude. I feel like my life is like over. Like I'm 31. Yeah, man. I'm 31. I'm still trying to do this fucking internet content thing. There's like 21-year-olds who like they say like one dumb meme and then they get like $1 million deal. Like, I'm sucking ass in comparison to them. But like the way I see it is like I have to just do what I want now or I die. If I don't just do what I want, I'm just gonna like kill myself. Like I'm just jump off a fucking bridge. So allow yourself to feel sad if you do. It's okay. But just remember, like, you're gonna die one day. So you don't have infinite time to sit around and feel sad. And you just feel sad, but then just like be like, fuck you, universe, suck my fucking dick. I feel like shit, but I'm gonna like punch you in the face and take what I want from you, you fucking asshole. and just do what you want. Get rid of all the rest and have fun. That's it. That's the only thing you can ever do anyway, because it all ends. So just enjoy the dream while you're here and have a good fucking time as much as you can, and go for exactly what you want, nothing less. Anyway, but good night. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good night, man. If you want to come around another time, go for it. I stream every once in a while. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream too and go get some food. So peace, man. Take care.